not everyone is going to know your pain. Everyone is not going to know what happened to you when you were 4. Everyone is not going to know what happened when your uncle did what he did, and your auntie said what they said, and your mom did what she did, and your friend betrayed you the way that. Not everyone is going to know your pain, but I promise you, if you submit your pain to Jesus, everyone will know your purpose.
Can I tell you, young people, the number one attack of the enemy over your life is not for you to do great things or not do great things. It's for you to not remember who laid their hand on you, who called you, who chose you, who picked you, who selected you, who pointed at you and said, you can be.
I want to talk tonight about the reality that not only are we called, but we are called on purpose. For purpose that God has for us. That God is only able to choose those that answer the initial call that He has placed on their life. I want to tell you today, you can walk in your calling nervous, you can walk in your calling with timidity and at times fear, but if there is a reverence and an obedience and not a trust of ourselves, but a trust of the God within us, we can walk in our confidence, in our calling. We can walk with boldness, we can walk with courage, knowing that if God is for us, who can be against us?
To be chosen, I feel like that means to be in Christ, you know what I mean? Like you're chosen and anointed, and you know, it's like God's plan for you was already like thought of long ago, you know what I mean? Being chosen isn't like a myth. We felt chosen in doing what we do, making videos and content, you know what I'm saying? We've had some shoots that are magical, you know what I mean? The comments will be like, oh, this is fake, this couldn't have been real, this had to be set up. And I'll be like, hey, it looked like that too, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't have wrote a better script. On a few of those joints, but I think it was because God was in the midst of it, you know what I mean?
Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. And for me, you know, being a Christian and believing in God, that's always been the number one priority, because, you know, nothing happens without Him. Yeah. A word to live by is perseverance. Whatever you plan on doing, whatever you want to do, whatever goal you decide to do or have in life, work every single day, every single minute you can to achieve what you want to do, because it can be achieved, but only if, you know, you put that work and that effort forward to it, and that's the only way you're going to be able to do it.
So I would say for anyone listening, if you do have some sort of dream or passion, or you feel like it's all over, especially if you're in Christ, throw it to God, because God can do anything, and God will do what you think is impossible.
The motivation behind understanding that we're chosen is my driver for every day. I get up, I'm motivated because I know I'm chosen. I have a greater purpose to build and help grow people that don't understand that they're chosen. The confidence behind being a young man, a young adult in life, that has helped me understand that.
Can I tell you the epidemic of fatherlessness and the detriment of it for a moment? The detriment of absent dads in this generation, and I think the issue of fatherlessness in and of itself is not an attack on dads as much as it's an attack on sons. Because if you remove the dad out of the house, out of the picture, or you have an unhealthy dad, you now have a son at jeopardy of being placed in the wrong hands. And here's how you know the right hands are on you. The right hands are on you when you know when they touch a part of your life, it starts to transform. You start to change. That's how you know the right hand is on you. Here's what Paul's telling Timothy. He's saying, yeah, be an example, yes, but you gotta be in the right hands. Don't forget the right hands that were laid on you. And if you're placed in the wrong hands, you could be abused, neglected. The story could go on and on of what all happens to you when you're placed in the wrong hands. But God always raises up another where one bounces. Where there's one gone, God will send another. So where your dad may not have been there to place his hand on you and to bless you, God will use another to stand in the place and say, I bless you. Where one leaves, God will send another.